okay, I'm locked in. Every single day I be locked in. Focused all the way, man, I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play. I say, ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then keep ducking till we find nine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I say, ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then we gonna keep ducking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain. I've gained a newer way, pursue my rays. Look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my growth show. Cause I'm locked every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. No, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm asked for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll go through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in.
No, y'all heard Lamar say he was locked in.
Focused all the way, man. I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play.
What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Sip to Sally podcast. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and I need some lights. That's why I'm looking kind of murky. Let me give me some lights in here. Hold on.
Respect.
Give me some lights. DJ Clue. Me crazy. Let me give me some lights up in here. There we go. Now I have to feel a little better. And adjust camera. There we go. Now we in business. But B came through with a 2. He says, Coach came in over the beat like he DJ Clue. Hey, you got to mix it up a little bit and do your thing. But first of all, probably wondering why is there a timer at the bottom? Because I got to do something. And got to get out of here early. That's why we started early. Things have to be done. And I don't want the manager to be mad at me. So we got a timer that's going to keep us focused. And once that timer go down and say snap it, we're going to wrap this stuff up. Like the wrap it up box. We're going to be up out of here. So what I have today is I'm going to have a bunch of questions to ask you guys and see what you guys think about them. And this is going to kind of be a interactive show. But before we get into that, I'm going to say my what's up to everybody that's here. We're going to talk briefly about both injury reports, the Bills and the Ravens. And then we're going to get into the questions. And I'm interested to see you guys answer to all these questions. Now, that's over the summer, Cam. That's over the summer. Just a little midweek outing. But let me get my what's up set. Here we go. So obviously 86 Ghost was him here before I started. And D Wiz came in as I was getting the final thing set up. So them two guys was in here earlier today. Not D Wiz, I was King Blaze. I'm sorry. King Blaze was in here earlier along with 86 Ghosts. Chris popped in with the hearts and the locked in not emojis, but yeah, I guess they are emojis. I appreciate you for coming through. Who else we got? Ravenville, what's good? What's good? Tila Millie rocked on in. I appreciate you, Millie rock on any block. I appreciate that. Who else we got? And then D Wiz popped in. Hey, what was the comedian? The comedian was showing out earlier, wasn't he? He was cutting up in the Ravens thing, and I was I couldn't really watch it like I want because I was in the gym, but every time I look, I'd see people adding the comedian, or then I would see him say something, and then it was crazy. It was crazy. But who else we got? Mike M. Appreciate you, Mike, for coming through. Nana, appreciate you for coming. Appreciate it. Good evening to you as well. See who else we got. Rod, appreciate you for coming through, Rod. Appreciate you. D-Star, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Cam, appreciate you for coming through. Blackula, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Rome Raven. Now, and though I think that's all that I saw so far that I need to speak to. If I missed you, I apologize. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Now, real briefly, we're going to talk about the Bills injury report. And we know we got the game coming up Sunday night. They have a few injuries. We have some as well. But the official injury report is starting to come out, and you'll see how they change over the couple of days. But listed on their injury report is their kicker, Tyler Bass, with his hip or growing. That could be iffy. He was limited. Christian Bedford, who I think is their best corner. He got a growing issue. He was limited. So, that is what it is. Dwayne Carter, Achilles, did not practice. I think Dwayne might be done. If his Achilles is tore, he's done. I think I did see that somewhere where he's done. Keon Coleman with a groin, he was limited, and you got to be careful with them groins, man, because they can linger, and a little twitch can cost you half the season, especially if you don't just get off of it and let it heal. Khalil Shakir, ankle, he was full participation, so he'll be good. And Tre'Davious White has a groin as well, and he did not practice. So they got 3 guys with groin injuries. 2 of them were limited in practice, and 1 of them did not practice. And Trey is old, so we know how Trey is. But it's going back to the Ravens injury report. Jair Alexander, his knee, but he was limited. He did practice today. I think everybody saw that. Daniel Falele, it said illness, but he was limited in practice, so he did practice as well. Isaiah Likely foot. I didn't practice, so it ain't looking like he's going to play. And then Patrick Ricard with a calf who didn't practice as well. Don't look like he's going to play. So we got some interesting things to shake up because technically that's 2 of your 4 tight ends that's probably not going to play Sunday night. But we'll see how this shakes out. We'll see if they elevate anybody or do anything to circumvent another tight end. I think we was talking about in the Discord, there was 84 being a tight end as well as bringing in 47, which was the backup fullback from the preseason. So we'll see what they decide to do with that, and we'll go forward from there. But now let's get to the interactive part of the show. And this is something a little different because you guys have been so active, in the past, month or so of live streams. This is more so of my question to you guys. Well, not question, I got questions. So get your typing fingers ready, get your Twitter fingers ready to answer questions and participate in today's show. Late people. Let's see what my late people at. This for all late people, not one in particular.
Better late than never, but never late is better.
And that's Gene and who else I see that's late? Tracy, appreciate y'all coming though. Steve Loop, appreciate it. Appreciate the Loop for tuning in. Appreciate it. But here we go. So the first question, and again, I'm gonna put the question in the comment section, not the comment section, in the chat box, and then we're gonna answer them. And I want to see what y'all made it. What up, Hawk? Appreciate you. So the first question, let me get it and put it in there for everybody. First question should be popping up. Who throws for more yards this game, Lamar or Josh Allen? Now let's not be completely purple. Let's analyze this the best way we can. Who throws and just strictly throwing. Strictly throwing. I see a lot of Lamar starting off with. We got Chris with Lamar. Blackula says Lamar easy. Gene says Lamar. 86 Go says Lamar by 75 yards. He did last year. The Hawk says Josh's Allen. Steve is coming from Dallas. D. Wiz says our boys are going to be wide open. Killer Cam says Lamar. Brandon says LJ. So and while more answers are coming in, Nana says Lamar. I'll tell you my opinion. My opinion is Josh is going to throw for more yards because they're going to be behind. And we're going to get up and probably run it more to control the clock. So I feel like Josh is going to throw for more yards because they're going to be losing and they're going to try to catch up quick. That's why I think Josh is going to throw for more yards. I think they're going to be losing. I think he's going to throw to try to catch up quick. Now, Mike says Bills will rely more on Cook. Now, I do think that happens if they have the lead. If they have the lead or it's a close back and forth game, I do think that we'll rely on Cook more, and then what I said won't matter. But I think that we're going to have the lead, and I think that they're going to be throwing, trying to catch up. That's what I think. But not saying y'all wrong, not saying I'm right. I'm just throwing questions out there to see what everybody thinks. See what everybody thinks. And I won't get to all of them. I'll get to the quicker ones. If you answer the question kind of quick, those are the ones I kind of get to. Once we get on the back end, I gotta kind of figure it out. Good point, Coach and Tila. Let's see what Tila said. What Tila said. Oh, she's just speaking. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, second question. Let me get it for you. And this is an interesting question in my eyes because it pertains to both players. Which QB makes the bigger play with their legs? Okay, gotcha. Appreciate it. Which QB makes the bigger play with their legs? All right. So Chris says Lamar. Who doing a lot of running, Brandon? He said he's doing a lot of running. Who's doing that? Who doing a lot of running, Brandon? 86 Go says Josh. Killer Cam says Josh. Steve says Lamar. Gene says Lamar for 200. If Lamar rushed for 200, our receivers are trash. That if he got a rush for 200, our receivers trash. Blacker says neither. Interesting. You think both of them just stay back there and make plays in the pocket? And nothing wrong with that. I'm just wondering. Nana says Lamar Kabachi says there's nothing that points to Allen being more productive in the pass game than Lamar. Absolutely nothing. This isn't a good matchup for Mr. Allen. We'll see. I never underestimate anybody. Coming from the profession, they could be 0 and a gazillion. Never underestimate anybody. Because they may have one matchup that's better than yours, and they exploit it. D. Wiz says more airtime for Lamar, more rush for Josh. Okay. Josh will be running for his life. What up, Vonada? Appreciate you for coming through. What up, Clot? All them late folks. Oh, they ain't late because it did say 6 o'clock. I just started early. So technically they ain't late because it did say 6 o'clock. So technically they ain't late. I apologize for the people out here with the Drake. I apologize. All right. Now, I already know the answer. I don't even know why I'm putting this one in here. I thought about this one earlier. But I know it's going to be one person. that goes against the grain. I know it's going to be one person that goes against the grain. What change up I did? Oh, yeah, I did. I did hit y'all with the change up. I popped in a little bit earlier. And I know the answer to this one. If the game comes down to a 2-minute drill, who do you I should say, who do you not want with the ball? That's what I should say. But if the game comes down to the 2-minute drive, who do you want with the ball? You want Lamar? You want our offense on the field to win it? Or you want our defense on the field to stop them? You want our offense on the field to win the game under 2 minutes? Or you want our defense on the field to stop them? That's kind of where I was going with the question. Maybe I didn't phrase it correctly, but that's what I was thinking. You feel confident with us having a lead and the defense holding, or us being down or tied and having to go score? Oh, Chris say either. She got confidence, so either. She got confidence in the defense as well as the offense. D. Wiz says, Loop, man, we can't put Loop in these pressure situations this early. This is his first game. He shouldn't have to win the game his first. We need to score points. Unless it's a short field goal. If it's a short field goal, yeah. But you don't need to be kicking those 50, 60-yard field goals to start off with. Blackula says, actually defense to see how we are situation. That's a good question. I mean, a good answer. A good answer. Because we know we play some goofball situational football sometimes. We play. And I knew this answer was coming. I knew this. I ain't think it was coming from Nana, but I knew this answer was coming. We play some goofball situational football sometimes. But Nana says she wants the defense on the field. Can't count on Andrews. I knew somebody was going to throw that one out there. Somebody. Hey, it's a new year, man. Mark's slate is clean with me. I know it ain't clean with everybody else, but his slate is clean with me. It is what it is, Redeem yourself, Mark. Now, this ain't no revenge game. I'm going to keep saying this. This ain't no revenge game. Revenge games and them stuffs come in the playoffs. But Mark, go out there and get your 150 yards receiving if you can. Go do that thing. If the defense protecting a 3-point lead or more, it's just a random. I can't go too deep into situationals because we can go back and forth with situationals. Just you want the defense out there, you want the offense out there. Because we can say 7-point lead, 10-point lead, 1-point lead, up 3. We can that if I answer that question, it can go 15, 16 different ways, if not more. Black will say, I'm not worried about Mark till that cold weather hit. Gene, Mark needs better gloves. I know you worried about him. I know. A lot of people worried about him. It ain't just you. A lot of people worried about him. All right, Rich. All right, so that's the hold on, where am I at? There we go. That's the back and forth quarterback situational deal. All right. We're gonna talk a little bit about King Henry. So get your questions, get your Twitter fingers ready for this question with King Henry. Because I saw a Buffalo, I don't know if he's a YouTuber or what, but I saw it on a YouTube short where basically they said they weren't worried about Derrick Henry because the 2 big games he had were anomalies. They normally keep him around 70, 80 yards. But the 2 games that I've known he's playing against Buffalo, he did almost 200 in the regular season game and then 80-something in the playoffs. So I think that's 283 yards in 2 games versus the Bills. So where he getting his numbers from, we ain't the Titans. But here's the question. We are not the Titans. Does Henry rush for over or under 100 yards in his first game? But not as a Raven, but this season. I don't know why I got as a Raven, but this season. What up, I be saying? Does Henry rush for 100 yards this game? Over or under? Over or under? Cam says no, so that's under. Mega Caribou says over. Gene says over easily. Big Red says over. Oh, Cam says yes. So Cam changed it to yes. Yes. Chris says under. Chris, I'm with you. I'm with you on the under. And reasons point back to what I said earlier. I feel like we're going to have a lead and we ain't going to have to use him. And they going not Henry. Hill gonna get some, and then Keith may get a little bit on the back end. So I don't think he get 100. I don't. Now if he pop one of them long ones, possibly, but I don't think he get 100. I just feel like we're gonna be winning to where he won't need him that much. But if he get it, he get it. But I'm with Chris. I think it's under. 86 Ghost said 127 and 2 touchdowns. Now I do think he had 2 touchdowns. I be saying got over. TY says under. We're going to air it out possibly, especially if Benford, however you say his name, is hurt, because I think he's their best corner. And then we know Trey. Oh, we saw Trey firsthand with us last year. Let's see. Threw you off, but over. Okay. Blackula says under. D. Wiz says 117 and TD. I think he scores twice. Though. All right. We got the second one in this round. This is going to be a good one. I know the answers are going to vary in this one. I know the answers are going to vary on this one. It says, who scores the Ravens' first touchdown? Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, or receiver? Kabachi says Henry. Cam says Henry as well. Chris says Henry. Blackula says receiver. TY, you cheating. You cheating, TY. You can't mark A and C. You can't. The machine ain't gonna grade that. You can't mark A or C. A and C. You got to be or. See, the machine not gonna grade that. And I'm gonna just give you a 0 because you ain't follow directions. That's what I do. I don't play the game. You can't follow directions, 0, and I'm gonna keep pushing. And that's a daily occurrence. If you know, you know. TD reception. Oh, D Hop. I ain't think about that one. D Hop. Yep. Andrews, what I be saying. D Wiz say, I'm not putting that up there. D Wiz. He said Ryan Stanley. He said Ryan Stanley. See, Mike can't follow directions either. Mike gonna get that 0 as well. But Keaton Mitchell. That's a good. Maybe it's a kick return. Nana says wide receiver. Pat not even playing, Reg. Pat not even playing. Brandon say Butterfinger Andrews. And then Tila has bait. Yeah, I think we in for a good season with Bateman. All right, we're gonna get into a little X's and O's. See how well y'all know your X's and O's. Let's see. All right, so here's the next one. Beatty is a good answer. Do you think the Bills will stack the box to stop Henry or focus on Lamar? You think they're going to stack the box? Why, man? I see what we got. TY says stack the box. Yeah. But you open it up for the receiver, you stack the box, and that's good. Mike M says stack the box for sure. Chris says stack the box. I think Lamar can't throw. I like that answer. I really like that answer. Let's see what else we got. D Stall says stack the box. Gold Line says stack the box. Gene says stack the box. Jay Vanilla says stack the box. They disrespecting Lamar. Stacking the box is focusing on both. But not necessarily, because you still got to worry about Lamar's arm, Reg. I think they're gonna do a lot of slant. That's what I do. Because even though they got bigger on the defensive line, though the guys that they're bigger guys are young guys. So I think they're gonna do a lot of slanting, kind of what they did, in the playoffs. But hopefully, we got a plan to deal with that with some counters and stuff like that and catch them in them slants. I hope so. Let's see. I be say stack the box. Let's see. Kabachi said, I love the Ravens community within the YouTube content creator chats. Not so much on Twitter. Hey, no problem. No problem. We here to have a good time. The vibes over here are normally immaculate. I do want the ball out quick. I agree with D-Wiz. I get the ball out quick, and if they try to come up and man you, you got guys that can beat man-to-man. But I think if they don't stack the box, they stay in a too high look, what I said about Derrick Henry may not be so true. He might get them yards if they don't stack that box. If you stay too high safeties, and that means you're only playing with 9 in the box, and you got a quarterback that can run too, it turns into a numbers game then. And we know what happens in the numbers game if we count our numbers right. Let's see where we at. All right, let's see what we can do to kind of slow them down. Next question. All right, here you go. Says, who needs to step up the most to slow down Buffalo? Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, or the pass rush? TY says pass rush. Chris says Rowe. I think Rowe will be extremely important because Rowe gonna have a part in both of them. He gonna have a part in pass rush and stopping the run. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Killer Cam says pass rush. Steve Loop, pass rush. Jing, pass rush as well. Gold Lion says Roquan Smith. Mike M says Smith. Blackler said the DTs, yes. The defensive interior, yes, they do. Now, keep in mind, if you don't know, Buffalo do got a really good O-line. They got a really good O-line. Jay Vanilla says pass rush. We need Mike Green to sack Josh Allen expeditiously. Speaking of, I'm gonna add an extra question in there because of what Jay Vanilla's thing, right? Jay Vanilla's comment. I'm gonna add an extra question in there. Pass rush as well. Starks and Green got something to say to Joshy. You probably you probably getting an A on this test. Probably. Brandon says pass rush as well. Darlene says row. Appreciate you, Darlene. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate it. All right. So the question I'm adding to this, and this is an open-ended question. This ain't multiple choice. This is open-ended. Who gets the first Raven sack? Let's see who gets the first Raven sack. Blackler says Beaks. Gene says Calvin Noah. Gold Line says Calvin Noah. Jay Vanilla, Travis Jones. Steve Loop says it would be fun if it were Mike Green. That would be fun. Kabachi says Travis Jones. Travis says Hamilton. Chris says Hamilton. Travis and Chris is on it. That's the answer I was going to give. I feel like Kyle's going to get the first sack. Coming off one of them where he's lined up over the slot and he come the same type play that Martin got the sack on in Dallas. I feel like Kyle going to get a sack like that. Aces Ghost says Kyle. Chris says Travis. Nana says Green. D-Stall says Oway. Clock got Travis. I wouldn't mind it being Robinson either, ISO. I wouldn't mind it. KVN. Hey, John Jenkins. John Jenkins' name got through in there. A lot of people don't like John. I mess with John, though. I mess with John heavy. I think John going to be all right with us. Well, I gotta edit this one. All right. Next one. You think Shakir goes for 100 yards? Yes or no? You think Khalil? I think it's Khalil Shakir goes for 100 yards. Yes or no? Fulham ain't gonna play a lot. He gonna play, but he ain't gonna play a lot. Goal line. Hell no. No, he said hell no. Gene said hell no. Chris, hell no. T.Y. no. Tila, no. Ty Lewis, no. Booby, negative. Brandon, no. Mega, no. Blackula, hell no. Clot, no. D-Wiz, if that happens, we lose. ISO, no. D-Wiz, heck no. 86 Ghost, no. Oh, he dealing with an injury too? Hey. This dude. Look at this guy. One of these kids is doing their own thing. One of these kids is not the same. You got to be old to know where that come from. You got to be around my age to know where that come from. D Stall says no. Jay Vanilla says we're going to lock up Shakir. I'm worried about Keon Coleman. Yeah, that's a good worry. Keon's a good worry. With that size and that athleticism, Keon's a good worry. Nana says no. What up, Nerone? Appreciate you for coming through. Oh, ISO say nobody getting more than 50 yards. Okay. ISO say nobody getting more than 50 yards. Shakir is their best receiver, T.Y. At least I think he's their best receiver. GDFE. Since you in here, make yourself useful. Who y'all best receiver? Is it Coleman or Shakir? Since you in here trolling, which don't bother me because it don't affect me. That boy say, "Oh, he might know a little ball. He might know a little ball. he might know a little ball with that answer. With that answer. Okay, I give you a little pass on that. One. He might know a little ball. He might know a little ball. And yes, that was from Sesame Street, Steve. That was from Sesame Street. It was. That's what I say. You had to be old. I don't even know if Sesame Street still come on. Another excellent old or strategy question for you guys. What's our time like? We got 12 minutes. Okay, we doing good. And for those that came in late, wondering why it's a timer on there, when we get to the end of the timer, no matter where we at, all S got to stop because we got to get up out of here. Next one. Would you rather blitz Josh Allen or drop more defenders in coverage? Which strategy do you think is going to be more effective? Blitzing Josh or dropping in coverage? Because if you think about it, you blitz him and he break out running, that's a problem. You drop defenders in coverage, he got the strong enough arm to kind of hit, some tight windows. I personally think you got to mix it up. But if I had to pick one or the other, I would blitz him. If I had to pick one or the other, I would blitz him. Gene says drop defenders in coverage. Kabachi says blitz. Brandon's drop defenders in coverage. Killer Cam coverage. Ravens 912 says blitz. ISO says dropping. R4 should get to Allen. If for us to be successful, that needs to happen. I agree with that. Who said that? T.Y. T.Y. and Cam. Our front four needs, but you can't forget that they have a really good O-line. If they didn't have a really good O-line, I'd have more confidence with going with four. But, call a spade a spade. What up, Game Too Easy? And MJ, appreciate you. They do have a good O-line. So, at times, we may have to bring more than four. But if we can beat them with four, that'd be amazing. Travis says QB spy blitz. I agree with that. I agree with that. Sim pressure. We definitely gonna have sim pressures. I be saying that sim pressures are basically part of the defense now, part of the defensive package. Justin says drop more defenders in the coverage. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Justin. Clock say bring 5. Now, just mix it up. Don't bring it every time. Just mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. King Blaze says they ain't stopping. Hey, I hope not. I hope not. But if we get behind, us getting behind kind of stops Henry himself. Because we get in them pass situations, Justice Hill coming in. And Justice Hill can run the ball a lot better than he used to could. But if we get behind, that kind of takes King Henry out. And I don't know why, but you know how we do. You know how we do. Yeah, them stories that came out after that was crazy. Them stories that came out about that was crazy. That was wild. That was wild. Let's see where we at. We under 10 minutes. All right. And I got 3 questions left. We doing good time. We doing good time. With all the revenge game talk going on. Let's see what you guys think about this one. With all the revenge talk going on, if the Ravens win, is it a statement or is it just one game? With all the revenge and the matchup from the playoffs, is this we win this game? Is this we made a statement? We or is it just one game? Steve says one game. Ravens 9-1-2, one game. Killer Cam, one game. Kabachi, yes. Which way? A statement or one game, Kabachi? Which way you got it? Ty, nope, just another game. 86 go, just a game.
It's a respect thing.
What up, Pimp? Pimp says he dropped 5. He says we locked in, coach. 11 personnel, and we win by double digits. I mess with it. I mess with it, Pimp. Appreciate the 5 as well, but I think we win by double digits. That's why I said I feel like Josh gonna have more passing yards because they be trying to catch up. But we'll see. Mike M says just a game. Reg, just a game. MJ, producer by Urban Closer, just a game. Yeah, I'm watching the clock. I'm peeping over there. Kabachi says statement. Okay, he meant a statement. Chris, just a game. Statement for the league if we win the first 4. Yeah, now that's a statement. And I was thinking about this on the drive home from work. We got this gauntlet the first 6 games. If they locked in like they claim to be locked in, and we can come out these first 6 games undefeated, you never know. If they locked in like they say they locked in, and we come out this first 6 games undefeated, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. The Dunn says one game. Nana says just one game. Brandon says just one game. King Blaze, hey, hit it on the head. The best nation is donation. Appreciate it. So I'm assuming he's speaking from the Bills side. If they win, it's just one game as well. And I agree. This is the first game of the season. Anything can happen. I be saying just one game. ISO, we got to win the first 4. Darlene says one game. One bug game? What you mean, Jeremiah? Oh, one big game. Okay. All right. Let's see. 5:33 left. Got 2 questions left. This is going to kind of piggyback off the last question. Let me get that off real quick. All right, here we go. What's more important in week 1, making a statement or staying healthy? What's more important? Making a statement or staying healthy? That. Oh, this side. That. Staying healthy. Right. He'll have everybody hurt. Steve Sanders will have everybody hurt. Booby says health. Done. Staying healthy. Justin, staying healthy. ISO, healthy for sure. TY, health. Nerone making a statement. Why you say making a statement, Nerone? Let me indulge me. Why you say making a statement? Producer, healthy. I be saying healthy. John Daly, healthy. Big Reg, healthy. Mike, health is wealth. Sure is. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. And pretty much everybody's saying staying healthy with the exception of Nerone. With Nerone. But hey, I agree. Healthy, the best, how do you say it? The best ability is availability. However you say it. We need all our guys healthy down the road. All right, let's see where we at. Where we at. All right. I can see this one going either way as well. And I have thoughts on both of them. Says, would you rather see a close, gritty win or a dominant blowout? A close. I feel you, Nerone. I got you. Would you rather a close, gritty win or a dominant blowout? Booby. BTA. I love it. If you don't know what that means, Booby will tell y'all later. I love it. BTA. Blowout. Close win. Close in the first half, blowout in the end. Win in dominant fashion. Dominant blowout. 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 Dominant. Dominant blowout. Nerone BTA. Yellow tape everywhere. That means it's a scene. A scene didn't happen around this joint if you got yellow tape everywhere. Chris blowout. Y'all gotta be stopped, man. Y'all gotta be stopped. Jeremiah say, I feel dominant. TY is gonna be close. All right, so here's my 2 cents on it. I feel like if we blow them out, that's that statement that maybe people want to see. I know not a lot of y'all in here, feel that way, but I'm cool with the blowout too. But I feel like if we have a tight win, like you win by 7, or you score late, win by 10, or you kick a field goal and win, I feel like that's gonna be a character. Now I'm cool with either way it goes, blowout or a tough gritty win. But I feel like the tough gritty win builds character, and you find out like who you can trust early. You find out the guys that you can trust early. At least you think you can trust them early. So my answer would be a tough gritty win. Blowout ain't bad, but a tough gritty win. Mike M says 11-point win. No truer statement than what the Don said. What's a Ravens game without high blood pressure? Because they put us through it. They put us through it. Ron got the signs up. Hey, it is what it is. Kabachi says, I pray Josh just getting hurt. I need the league best player playing. Football is better when it starts at. True. That is true. Even when they play us. That is true. I got to make some more of these. That's what I need to do before Sunday. I got to make some more of these because I think I got a Justin Tucker one down there I need to change out. Darius is hurt, so we ain't got Mighty Mouse no more. So I got some of these I need to change out and make different for other people. That's what that is. So before y'all get out of here, check your points. Exclamation point points. Because y'all been very interactive today. Check your points. But also we got something that for the new people that they probably don't know about. Depending on how many likes we have, that's how many points I go in and give everybody. So check your points right now. And depending on how many likes we have right now, I give that to everybody. So we sitting at, and I give them in increments of 25. So normally when we hit 25 likes, I give 25 points to everybody. Then when we get 50, I give 50 points to everybody. So since we're at 50 likes as well, I'm going to get 75 points to everybody. But you have to have a point to get them. If you're just sitting there lurking and you have 0 points, it won't give you the 75. So you at least got to have 1 point in order to get these 75 that I'm about to give. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. There it is. Loyalty. Add points to all viewers. 75. Confirm. All right. And so now I just put in the set. So everybody that has any points, they stuff should bump up some. It should bump up. So all you got to do is hit the like button and you get points. And it's anytime I go live, once we get to 25 likes, I give everybody 25 points. Once we get to 50 likes, I give everybody 50 points. And normally somebody in the chat reminds me, but this is the first time that we've done it this season. So when I get to 25 points, or 25 likes, everybody get points. 50 likes, everybody get points. 75 likes, everybody get points. So that's how that goes from here on out going forward. Just so you know. And especially like during the game, because we get a lot of likes during the game because people be in and out. So if you here for the whole game, you can end up getting 300, 400, 500 points just off that. You're chatting and just being here, you get a bunch of points and get your name entered in that raffle at the end of the month. All right. Let's see. Kabaja says, appreciate you, coach. Continue dropping the heat. Hey, I thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate you for joining us. It's been fun. It's been always a good time. What are my widgets? Oh, there we go. It's always a good time. And I see my timer is up, so I best to be making this short. Where is it? There it is. Let me hit this. Hit that. And I appreciate all y'all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I record with Kevin. I forgot to tell y'all that. Tomorrow I record with Kevin. I don't know when it comes out, but tomorrow I record with Kevin. So on that note, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Take us out. Produced by Urban Closer. Take us on out.
Who is this?